So, hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome back with our session where we are discussing the 1000 most important questions which are from the general science section. And yes, they are important for all the RRB and all the SSC examinations. So, what is the first question of the day? So, let's start with the 100% NCRT 10th standard conceptual physics, chemistry, and bio questions which are relevant for all the RRB and SSC examinations. So, we are starting with the day 2. What is the first question? What type of spherical mirror is used as a rear view mirror in motor vehicles because it always forms a erect, diminished, virtual image and provides a wider field of view? So guys, in this case, if I'll go with the concave mirror is the one that creates a larger image. But convex mirror is the one which creates the smaller image. In short, the automobiles which use the rear view mirrors or the side view mirrors, they all are convex in nature. So Ankita, you are 100% correct. Though sorry, Ankita, this time you are wrong. So let me explain this part. I'll give you the trick also for the same. See, if I'll just calculate the numbers, calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 letters in this concave, right? What about convex? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there are 6 letters in this convex, right? So by this trick, you can remember 7 is larger, so it creates the large images. And since 6 is smaller, this is just a trick. So it creates the smaller image, right? Now it is asking about the mirror in the motor vehicles, which is always forming an erect, diminished, and virtual image. So always a diminished one. So that is created by convex, and you can remember by this trick, by counting the number of letters, we can easily determine which particular image will be formed. So I guess this part is clear. So that's great. Now we can understand, sir, yes, it cannot be plane mirror because it has magnification. It has power 0. So the magnification is not there. Or the object and the image size is always same in the case of plane. So this convex mirror will form the diminished image. So convex mirror always forms the erect, virtual and diminished image. Right? So that's why B is the correct answer. Yes, it's curved out by outside. So it enables the drivers to view a much larger area behind the vehicle. Focus and center of curvature lie behind the mirror surface. So here, that's the image. So it always forms erect, diminished and wider view. Next. The next question is, which common refractive defect of vision is also known as nearsightedness, which occurs when a person can see nearby objects clearly but cannot see distant objects distinctly? So will it be hypermetropia, myopia, presbyopia or astigmatism? What should be the answer? So what is it saying? When a person can see nearby objects clearly but cannot see the far objects. So if he is able to see the nearby objects clearly, so the issue will be Ankita, you're going with A again. So this time the answer is actually myopia. It's the nearsightedness where we are unable to see the far away objects clearly. So what will be the answer? Myopia will be the answer, right? Okay, so it's good that you're answering and trying to answer. Here I'll try to explain each and everything. One more thing now. Guys, in the case of myopia, we are unable to see far away objects clearly, right? So that means we need to use some sort of lens. In the case of hypermetropia, we are unable to see nearby objects clearly. So nearby objects cannot be seen in the case of hypermetropia, and the objects which are far, it cannot be seen in the case of myopia. So I have a trick again. I'll write those particular words. See, convex and concave. Can you help me in counting the number of letters here? The same trick will work. See the number of letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. They are just 6 letters. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 letters. Tell me which is greater. 7 is greater. So since 7 is larger, so we can see the far away objects clearly. Since 6 is smaller, so that's used for seeing the nearby objects. So this is just the trick that you can remember. So yes, convex mirror is used in the case of hypermetropia and concave mirror is used in the case of myopia. So sorry, not so that's the mistake. It's not mirror, it's the lens. So concave lens is used in the case of myopia, and convex lens is used in the case of hypermetropia. Please give me the confirmation. Is this part clear? If it is clear, so I can go with the explanation now. Please give me the confirmation, guys. Is this part sorted? Okay. So if this part is sorted, so light rays from the distant objects converge in the front of retina instead of directly on it. Excessive curvature of eye lens or elongation of the eyeball, that's the cause, and it's corrected by using a concave lens. I have already discussed it because it's a diverging mirror, right? Perfect. Next, which alloy material is widely used for making heating elements in electric irons, toasters, heaters because of its high resistivity and non-oxidation at high temperatures? So will it be copper, aluminium, nichrome, or silver? So you have four options. Tell me what should be the correct answer in this case. And all the candidates who are present in the class, guys, you can take this PDF after the class, okay? And from where you can get it? So either you can take this PDF from the Telegram, or you can take this from the Oliveboard's application. One more thing, you can also give the topic wise test from the Oliveboard's website. So what you need to do, just click on the Oliveboard's website, and when you will click on it, you'll find the Freedom Fest, and you can use the code Independence Day IDAY, and it will give you 60% off on all the SSC course subscriptions. One more thing, if you want to go for any of the tests, just click on the SSC part. Here, just drag it. You'll find the SSC Super Practice Ultimate Toolkit for SSC exam success, where you have 1,000 plus tests. So when you click on it, you can even give the subjective and the topic wise test. See, we can go with the quant, reasoning, English, general awareness, or the computer knowledge, and you can select your subject and also the topic. For example, if you want to go with the general awareness in the ancient history, you can go with the Indus Valley civilization. So yes, you can take this test, and also you can just see the feedbacks which were given by the toppers, right? So that's all from my end. Coming from here again, yes, so which alloy is used widely for making the heating elements in the electric irons and all? So that's nichrome is used. Now why it is used? Because of its high resistivity, because of its high melting point, it will not melt easily. So just have a look. So nichrome has nickel, chromium, manganese, and iron. It has high resistivity and high melting point, so it does not oxidize or burn easily even at the red hot temperature of approx 1100 degrees centigrade. So it follows the Joule's law of heating effect, that is H is equal to I square RT. You need to remember this formula. It's very important for the examination. Next. The next question is here. According to Newton's universal law of gravitation, what happens to the gravitational force of attraction between 2 points if distance between their centers is doubled? So gravitational force will be doubled, gravitational force will be halved, gravitational force decreases to 1/4, or gravitational force increases to 4 times. What will be the answer? And all the other candidates, apart from Ankita, are also requested to please answer, because these are the questions which are repeatedly asked and we might get confused in the examination if you're not answering here. So it's my work to explain where you people are doing wrong. So Ankita is going with B. B means gravitational force will be halved. Okay. Now let's focus on this part, Ankita. See, force is actually directly proportional to the product of the masses, right? That's directly proportional to the product of the masses. But force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them, right? So if I'll remove this proportionality sign, I need to go with the constant, that is G. So I can write the formula as F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. Now in this case, it's saying this was F1. So let's say it's F2. Now in the case of F2, it will be G m1 m2 upon its double, right? So it's 2r whole square. Correct? Now since it is 2r whole square, so what will be the point? It's like 1 upon 4 G m1 m2 upon r square, because 2 2s are 4. So it will be what? It will become 1/4. So please tell me, is this point clear? Ankita, any doubts here? So what will happen? It is going to become 1/4, right? Understood? Great. So that means this part is clear now. So we'll go with option number C. So it's totally okay. Most of the candidates actually go with B. But why we are wrong here? This was the point. So here we have the formula. F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square, where G is the gravitational constant. Its value is 6.67. Let me write it for you. It's important. It was asked in the examination. So that's 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. That's the unit. You need to remember this as well. Fine. So this is done. You understood this. What about next? The next question is, what is the minimum distance that must exist between a sound source and a reflecting surface like a cliff or a tall wall in the air at 22 degrees centigrade to hear a distance clear echo? So guys, it's the question which might be asked in the SSC examination. In the RRB examination, this is directly asked, what is the minimum distance for an echo to occur? So Ankita is going with option number B. And what is it? 17.2. Absolutely correct. That's great. So here the correct answer will be B. So yes, human brain retains the sound sensation of 0.1 second. This was asked in RRB previously. So it's 1 by 10th of a second. So 0.1 second. Speed of the sound in air at 22 degrees centigrade is 344 meter per second. So according to the distance calculation, the answer will come 17.2, but it can be directly asked as well, right? So yeah, so Natisha and Ankita, both of you were correct. Next. So we have completed 5 questions of physics. Now it's the time for the chemistry. What is the question here? Which green iron sulfate crystals are heated strongly? Sorry, when green iron sulfate crystals are heated strongly in a dry test tube, which gas with a characteristic suffocating odor of burning sulfur is evolved during its thermal decomposition? So now it's saying the suffocating odor of burning sulfur. So that means it's very clear. Obviously, oxygen cannot be the answer. This is known as option elimination. You can also use this method in the examination. So that's obvious. Oxygen cannot be the answer. Nitrogen dioxide cannot be the answer. It's talking about the suffocating odor of burning sulfur. So it must be gas that is linked with sulfur. So here we can eliminate A and C. So here Natisha and Ankita, both of you are going with D. Sorry guys, but you might have heard this in your 11th standard. I guess in your 9th standard also, this was there. It's the gas with the rotten egg smell. So H2S or hydrogen sulfide is the gas which smells like rotten eggs. It's the suffocating odor of the burning sulfur. And I guess you all might have gone in the chemistry lab and you might have smelled this gas. So yes, D cannot be the answer. So Ankita and Natisha, always remember in the examination also we can link it with a daily life experiments from a past experiences. Yes, this option will also be eliminated. So here the only option left is sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Sulfur dioxide is also the gas that is helping in the acid rain. So for the acid rain, sulfur dioxide is the main reason and the other part is NOx. So what will be the answer? In this case, the answer will be B. So let's go with the explanation part now. So B is the correct answer. Yes, that's the reaction. So that's the iron sulfate. It's giving Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. So green crystals turns into the reddish brown ferric oxide gas characteristics. So SO2 and SO3 produce a choking, pungent smell of a burning sulfur. So guys, is it clear? So in this question, we have understood how we are going to take the correct answer, what is option elimination, and also from our past experiences, how we can click on the correct answer. So all those things are important for examination. So that's cool. So that's great. Next is which chemical compound, which is commonly known as baking soda, produces carbon dioxide gas upon mild heating on reacting with mild edible acids, making cakes, bread soft and spongy. So this is the simple question, but it's made in a way that it looks like it's typical. So SSC asks in this manner. For the railways, the question is simple. What is the formula for baking soda? Or what is the chemical name of baking soda? So after the selection, we'll have some party. And after the party, what you'll say? Okay, sir. It was great food. It was nice meeting you. Okay, sir. Bye. So the party will be of edible items only, right? So party would never be like, okay, sir, let's meet for the a party where we'll be washing clothes. So there will be no such buy. We'll be doing buy only after the party of edible items. So it's sodium bicarbonate. So where is it? Sodium bicarbonate is present here. That is sodium hydrogen carbonate. So we'll go with option number B. What about sodium carbonate? So that's the washing soda. We will never have that party of washing clothes. So obviously there will be no such buy and all. So sodium carbonate here and sodium bicarbonate in the case of baking soda, which is used for making the bread sponge. It's used for making cakes. That's used in the bakeries as well. Next. So that's a new question is, which non-metal is unique for being a dark reddish brown liquid at room temperature, unlike most non-metals which are gases or dull solids? So what do you think should be the correct answer in this case? Guys, do not get confused with option number B. That's the suggestion. But you were confused. Ah, no. Ankita is going with C. That's great. So Natasha and Ankita, always remember this is the question which is repeatedly asked, but the confusion lies here. If it is talking about the liquid metal at the room temperature, that is mercury, but that's the non-metal. So obviously, both of you are correct, and the correct answer is bromine. So bromine is 100% correct, no doubt about it. Yes, so bromine is the only non-metallic element that exists as a liquid at room temperature. Mercury is the only metal existing as a liquid at room temperature. So bromine belongs to group 17, that is halogens of modern periodic table, where we have fir, kal, bahar, ai, anti, fluorine, chromine, bromine, sorry, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and so on, right? So bromine is the correct answer. That's a red brown liquid. Next, what is the primary constituent hydrocarbon present in the natural gas and compressed natural gas, accounting up to 85 to 90% of its volume? So will it be ethane, methane, propane, or butane? What do you think should be the correct answer? And all the candidates who are present in the class, you all are requested to like this video and subscribe the channel, and daily you can meet me at 12. After this session I'll be sharing the PDF also with the detailed explanation. So this time Natasha is going with B and Ankita is going with C. Let's see who will be correct here. So this time Natasha, you are 100% correct. The correct answer will be methane. So Natasha, that's great. Ankita, if you're taking propane, so let me explain you about the propane and butane. So in the case of LPG, the cylinders that are using at your home, LPG is made up of propane and butane, right? So that's liquefied petroleum gas, which is made up of propane and butane. So it was asking us about the compressed natural gas, it is CNG, and the natural gas. So that's the methane, right, Ankita? Is it okay? By the way, Natisha, you are correct. So here we'll go with option number B. Next. So simplest saturated hydrocarbon, alkane, or the chief component of the compressed natural gas and biogas, that's methane. LPG versus CNG. So LPG contains mainly butane and propane, where Ankita has given the answer, and CNG has methane. So clean burning fuel producing carbon dioxide and water with minimum amount of smoke. That's the structure of methane. Next, which physical separation technique is used to separate two miscible liquids whose boiling points differ by less than 25 Kelvin, such as separating component of crude petroleum or air gases? Guys, what should be the correct answer here? Is it simple distillation, fractional distillation, crystallization, or filtration? What should be the correct answer? So will it be simple distillation, fractional distillation? So I'll give you the hint, that's used in the separation of petroleum products. What is the answer? Ankita is going with B. Okay. And Natisha, what's your answer? So this time, always remember, whenever you're talking about the crude oil separation and all, so here the correct answer will be B. So Natisha and Ankita, both of you are right. The correct answer is fractional distillation. So when the boiling point is less than 25 Kelvin, we are going with fraction distillation, right? So it's used for separating the petroleum fractions and liquid air components. Next. So yeah, that's the bio now. This bio, yeah. So during vigorous exercise or intense physical activity, anaerobic breakdown of glucose in the human skeletal muscle cell leads to the accumulation of which three carbon compound causing muscle cramps? So this question is also asked in a way, which of the following acid leads to the fatigue or tiredness in the human beings? So what's the answer? Please answer. So what should be the correct answer, guys? So by the way, let me explain few more things. So guys, in a sweat, there are three things. Acha, sweat is actually the waste that is generated from our skin, right? So it consists of NaCl. It also consists urea. We are basically ureotelic animals because from our body urea is secreted. Also, it has lactic acid. So after heavy exercise, because of the accumulation of this lactic acid, we feel tired. So this time the answer will be lactic acid. And Ankita, absolutely correct. So C is the correct answer. So lactic acid leads to fatigue. So when oxygen supply is insufficient in the muscles during heavy exercise, here's the pathway: glucose to pyruvate, then finally to lactic acid plus energy. So accumulation of lactic acid causes localized muscle fatigue and painful cramps. So the correct answer is lactic acid, and this is one of the important question also. Okay. In the nephron of the human kidney, which cup-like double-walled sac encloses the cluster of high-pressure blood capillaries to initiate ultrafiltration? So see, ultrafiltration is done in glomerulus, right? Ultrafiltration is done in glomerulus. That is important, right? Now Ankita is saying it will be C. Okay. So guys, here the correct answer is Bowman's capsule. What is the answer? Answer will be Bowman's capsule. So let's go with the explanation now. So it's a cup-like double-walled sac at the beginning of the nephron. Nephron are the functional and structural unit of the kidneys. Tuft of high-pressure capillaries inside Bowman's capsule. So it filters water, glucose, amino acids, and urea from blood into the nephron lumen. And for the ultrafiltration is the glomerulus that helps us out. So this time, acha, Natasha, you were going with B, so you were correct, right? What about next one? Which plant hormone, which plant phytohormone synthesized primarily at the shoot tips promotes cell elongation and causes plant stems to bend towards a light source, that is phototropism? Will it be auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, or abscisic acid? So gibberellin is helping in breaking the dormancy. Abscisic acid is helping in making the dormancy. I mean in keeping the seed in the dormant phase. So for this case, what should be the answer? Sorry guys, what should be the answer? Natisha is the first one to go with A, and you are 100% correct. Ankita, Natisha is correct, yes. So you can also go with option number A. So what is the answer? Auxin is the correct answer. Yeah, so you are also correct. So auxin is absolutely correct. So auxin is synthesized at the shoot tips, which promotes cell elongation, phototrophic bending. So auxin diffuses to the shaded side of the stem, which causes faster cell growth on the dark side and bending towards the light. So it was discovered originally in the oat coleoptiles, right? So what is the answer? Option number A is the correct answer. The next one is, which unicellular fungus reproduces asexually by forming small bulb-like projections, which are called buds, that detach to form new independent organism, and this process is known as budding. So what do you think should be the correct answer? So let me explain what is this. So this process also takes place in the hydra. Now what happens in the case of hydra? On the parent's body, this bud, and that starts developing like this. So when it is fully developed, it is separated here, right? So when it is fully developed, it gets separated. So this process is known as budding. So this budding also takes place in the case of yeast, right? So here, what is the answer? You both were going with A. So it's not amoeba. The question is, see, unicellular fungus that reproduces asexually by forming the small bulb-like projection, that is buds. So that's the yeast. So yeast, that is option number B will be the correct answer, right? Okay. So B is the correct answer. So small outgrowth, that is bud, arises on the parent yeast cell. Nucleus divides and one daughter nucleus moves into the growing bud. Bud matures, detaches and grows into a new yeast cell, and it can also form chains. So what is the answer? Yeast is the answer. Now 14 questions were completed, so it's the time to go for the homework question, and I'll request you all to please answer this in the comment section. What will be the correct answer here? Which organelle in the plant cell contains green pigments that are known as chlorophyll and serves as the primary site of photosynthesis? Will it be mitochondria, chloroplast, vacuole or endoplasmic reticulum? So kindly let me know what will be the correct answer in the comment section. That's all from my end. So thank you guys for being such a wonderful audience. We'll meet tomorrow with the next set of 15 questions. So that will be the part of 1000 most important questions on the science part. So thank you Ankita, thank you Natisha, thank you everyone for being such a wonderful audience. I am uploading this PDF along with the detailed explanation on both the parts. I mean on the Oliveboard channel also and on my Telegram channel as well. So you can take PDF from any one of this part. Fine. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for examination. All the very best. Please take care. Bye bye.